pussy. Human women.
Hello and welcome to the Hypertrophy Odyssey, chapter 192. It is the first day of the week, aka the Vulcan Raven workout. Completely forgot what it was called. I am on my way to the gym right now, feeling good. We are on the eve of a very pivotal moment in our American history. We will see more about that tomorrow, if I do an episode tomorrow. I might not be able to just because I might have other obligations. If that's the case, it'll be moved to Thursday. But anyways, I've already spoken about that in a different episode. To the main subject matter, which was kind of random but happened, so I wanted to talk about it. Lost episodes. So this video is just going to be talking about other episodes that kind of got lost. There were, I think, 2 so far, possibly 3. Well, there's 2 that were lost, and then 1 that was a phantom one. But when I talk about lost episodes, I'm talking about this series, the Hypertrophy Odyssey series. There were 2 videos that were planned. One was shot and made, but never edited or uploaded. And another one was, the first part was shot, and then the second half was never shot or uploaded. So those were 2, and then 1 was never made, even though it was skipped. So we'll talk more about that, and I just wanted to discuss it a little bit more, just because I thought about it today because it just happened recently, because I was like, oh fuck, this isn't right. Oh God. So, and I guess it's also more of I wanted to talk about the ideas of what the hell I could do with some of this footage, because it's just kind of lost into the ether, and I don't want to necessarily discard it completely because it's just something that's there, but there is also nothing necessarily lost with them per se. So it is something that I'm very curious to try to mull it over, I guess, on here, and then figure it out so that way I can get it out of my brain and then move on from it. Because I have been thinking about it, what do I do with these things since I have all of it, I have this footage. So that was just something I wanted to do, and I thought this would be a decent episode to talk about this type of stuff. I mean, why not? It's on my mind. So a lot of the time, unfortunately, just to give a side note, I do want to talk about this. There are things that are on my mind. I forget to write them down, and then I remember that I want to talk about something, but I don't remember what that something is, and then I'm driving myself insane because I never wrote it down. There is a good amount of times as this happened. There's one subject matter that happened recently that was like that, and it just infuriates me because now I'm like, fuck, I could talk about this for a good while and nothing. It just disappeared. It went, which is super annoying, but that is more on me not being proactive on writing more topics down. But speaking about topics, if there are any topics you want me to cover, please leave them in the comments below. But with that being said, we will talk more on the inside. Alright, so on this day started with dips, which sucks because I forgot my belt, so I had to wedge the 5 in between my crotch, but that's another story for a different day. But anyways, back to the main subject matter here. Lost episodes. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this when it came up was because I had edited a few episodes around this time. Well, it was one episode that I realized, oh, I skipped the other one. I actually ended up making 2 of the same number. One just happened to just fall by the wayside. I don't know what the hell happened while I was editing it, but I completely skipped it, and I had skipped it in my mind mentally. It was kind of weird to see that happen, because 1, the fact that I skipped it was like, oh, okay, but 2, the fact that I skipped it within the day, it's like these videos take a while for me to get to edit them, so the fact that I mentally skipped that other day was kind of crazy. It's like as if I just completely forgot I had gone to the gym. It was like as if there was nothing there, but I did go. It was a video that was a quick one too. It was about it was just gonna be a rush job video. I forgot what I called the series, but it was gonna be one of those, and it was kind of crazy that it exists, but it's just gone to the ether. I know what I'm gonna do with that footage. I'll probably just use it as a random background footage in the future whenever I decide to do other videos, which I will be doing relatively soon, sooner rather than later. But that is probably what I'll end up doing with that footage, as well as there's an intro to another one, which is I filmed an intro to another video, which was going to be me and my friend Jose working out at his apartment complex gym actually, excuse me, his condo complex gym. It was going to be that. But the thing is, when we got there, I ended up not recording anything whilst there, mostly because it was a small place and there were other people there and I just didn't want to intrude on these people's private gym. So I was like, all right, let me just not record here. So I have that video, which is whatever. That one I can chalk up to lost time or whatever. But the other one that I'm missing that it happened to happen, which was a video I completely skipped. I skipped a number. So I ended up skipping like 135 or 136, one of those two. It's one of the ones that are like very low. If you look through the channel, there's a number that just gets skipped randomly. And that's just because I never made it. It never happened. It just doesn't exist, which is an interesting one because I thought about maybe in the future just going back and making like a chapter 134 or whatever number was missing, just as like a kind of like a, why is this one like 3 years older? Why is this look completely different? Why is he talking about things that I've already, like, you know, if anybody ever watches these in chronological order, you'd get a little bit of a question mark because of the fact that this one is completely missing. And I thought that would be a funny thing to do, which I still might do, but this would be an idea that I'd do like way down the line where it'd make no sense at all, but it would be funny as hell to do. And so, in a little bit of a twist of fate in this video, basically there were about 10 episodes before this episode that were almost in the lost episodes file. It's kind of funny how that ended up working out. This is a lesson in backing up your shit and making sure that everything is correct. Because I backed up all of my stuff, I didn't lose those episodes, but there was a good point where while after editing it, I realized, oh, the dates are completely wrong here. I'm missing about 10 to 12 episodes, and it was right. So funnily enough, that happened right when I edited this episode. So that is too funny that these things happen. Literally, this entire episode, it was as if there was a funny little thing trying to tell me, hey, pay attention to what you're doing because you're about to screw it up anyway already. You're about to add more lost episodes. Little did you know. Back up your stuff and make sure that it's good and backed up and up to date. And we're back. Welcome to the workout debriefing. Exercises not filmed. None. Exercises skipped. Also none. Got everything in, thankfully. I'm very tired right now. I'm a little pissed that I forgot my dip belt, but hey, these things happen. Anyways, back to the main subject matter at hand. Lost media, and or just not even lost media, just lost episodes of my shit. Maybe I'll have touched upon what I'm probably going to end up doing with that stuff because it's still usable technically, but I don't know, I'll figure it out. I just wanted to have a little bit of fun and talk about this because it was on the mind, and there wasn't really much else that was on the mind, although something came up at the very end of today right now, which I will probably talk about in tomorrow's video, but I'll save that one so then that way I don't have it blurted out there. And I think this one was a part of was written down, so if I come up with anything else, we'll have to wait and see. But anyways, I'm very excited to see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow is a very crazy day. Who knows if I even go to the gym? We'll have to wait and see, honestly. So we're gonna have to figure that out when we get there. But anyways, I don't know how many more lost episodes there will be, honestly. Whatever happens to them in the future will be something. Maybe I'll make a compilation of them, maybe combine them and, you know, make them do like a Frankenstein episode or something like that. Something where for some reason I have time to fuck around with some footage and make it or use it. Or if anything, if I'll use that footage as my B-roll for like an actual sit-down footage and stuff, like in the background and stuff. I have an idea of how I could do that. And I will probably end up doing that relatively soon, actually, because I do have a sit in front of the camera style video, although they're all technically sitting in front of the camera, but more so in a stationary place and discussing what's happening, because I have an idea of what I'm going to do, but that's in the very near future, but that's not for today. With that being said, though, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Leave any comment. This one's really just a random one. It's not necessarily a big thematic episode of something or just theories about something or anything like that. It's more of a just me discussing what I want to do with certain things, especially my stuff that I have there that I've created, but I just don't have any real thing for, or stuff like that. But we'll have to wait and see. I'll probably end up using it, but when we get there, we'll get there. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video with anybody who may or may not like it. I will be back on tomorrow with a new video. Thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Keep it heavy. Stay safe out there. Stay warm out there. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace!